Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yasmina, and in this video I shall continue with the same idea with the inked Jane Davenport girls, covered and surrounded by an ink wash. I have also used this idea in the 3 episodes I've done for February, and I'm quite taken by it, and I want to do 3 more videos, this one being one of them. So today we will make boxes for jewelry, and then there will be an episode with a pair of earrings, and then one with a ring bowl. So today we are making the boxes, the box basically, for the earrings. And I'm choosing one stamp. I'm placing it on an acrylic block, inking it with normal dye ink. This is a Gina K design, but basically you can choose any ink that will run when covered with water. So we are not using pigment or alcohol-based ink, but dye ink. I'm stamping the image, and then I'm using a normal fountain pen, and I'm going over the lines without being exact with a fountain pen. I'm doing this because later on I will paint with water on top of it, and I want the ink to run. If I don't use the fountain pen, there would be not so much ink from the stamp, and the effect will be very faded. We won't have such a contrast. This is more dramatic. Okay, so this is my drawing. It's nothing very complicated, but I like the effect. Over time I have come to the conclusion that I like to play, or my aesthetic is playing with illusions, not necessarily making very precise work of art, but trying to leave a certain impression, or to send a certain message. So from the ink cartridge I have squeezed some ink, and I'm going around the stamped image or my drawing with the ink. So I want to look as if from painting with water, the ink from the drawing ran and flooded my page. This page is a page from an old book that we do not use anymore. It was a children's book, but not a very good one, and I wasn't emotionally attached to it. I don't recommend ripping old books apart, but if you happen to have, or let alone buy a book only for this purpose, but if you have such a book that you do not use and the pages are starting to turn yellow, it's a good book for such a project. Okay. So I will dry my piece of paper, and then we shall continue with our new step. Okay, so our piece of paper is dry. I have torn the edges all around a bit, and now I want to stick it on a piece of craft paper. And for this I am using a paintbrush that is made for acrylics and oil, which means it's flat and it has stiffness to it. It's a bit more robust, and it has a spring to it. I can push the glue in it as I want. I'm using matte medium from Liquitex, but you can use whatever you have. So I'm putting the glue down. I'm putting it on the piece that I have painted, because it will be our smallest piece of paper, and I'm gluing it down on a piece of craft paper. All my pieces of paper are with torn edges. Okay. And I'm pressing it down. I'm cleaning my work surface because I do not want the glue to stick on the front side of my work. Okay, so I have glued it down, and then I will use the same die that I have used in a previous episode when making a box for earrings, because I do not have another die for boxes. However, if you would like to see ways of making jewelry boxes without any dies, you can leave a comment and I will show you how. But I really like the shape and size of this box, and I like the professional look that it gives. So I want to see where I should glue this piece of paper, and I am placing my die on my sheet of paper in order to achieve this. Okay, so I think this will be about right, because I want to see this torn edge. Okay, and now I will glue it down. I have been working on several projects today, and my table is all covered in supplies. Excuse me. So I'm gluing this down. Now I am doing exactly the thing that I've said I wouldn't do, which is applying the glue on the large piece of paper, but I'm trying not to go outside the lines. Turning it upside down, and I am pressing, because it's easier to press like this without ruining the project. It will be pressed more thoroughly when I will get it into the Big Shot machine. So I am cutting with my dies in a Big Shot machine. I've had it for several years and I'm okay with it. I don't have another one. I didn't feel the need to buy another one. until this one works, I'm very happy with it. Okay, so this is it. Now I have to clean the edges a bit. Now I will run it through my Big Shot and I will be back. I'll see you in a short while. Okay, so our base for the box is ready. I have cut it. I like the way it fits. I like the way the drawing fits and the craft paper. And now basically this is how it will look when it will be wrapped. So this will be our front side. So I will have this facing upwards, and this will be the bottom edge of our front side. And here I would like a sentiment. I have chosen to stamp love, and I'm putting the love saying on my acrylic block and inking it with Versamark. I will stamp it. Pretty much in the middle. And then I will get my embossing powder. Even if my place is pretty small, I like keeping things in pretty much in order, or having a place where I keep my powders, a place for tools and so on, because once I start creating, everything is being taken out of the places in which I keep them, and I risk not finding anything else. And it will be great when finishing a project, I would put them back, but I don't always do that, so life happens. Now I'm going to use the heat gun to melt the embossing powder, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I have melted the embossing powder, and I have also folded where I need to fold the cardboard to make the box. So this die, besides cutting, also folds or marks the places where you should fold the cardstock. And now I'm going to peel off the tape. I have C6 piercing tool, but you can do this with even the tip of the scissors or anything pointy that you can pierce and then peel off the edge of the tape, and from there on you can basically grab it with your fingers. And now I'm trying to align the margin so that it looks nice, and press some more so that it sticks properly, and then the back of the box. It's pretty intuitive, you don't have to have instructions to put this together. And for the lid. I like this type of box because the lid is attached to the actual box. So as I've said, you can write and you can leave me a comment and I can show you how to make boxes, but they will have a separate lid. It will not be attached. So this is our box. I really like the color scheme. This chocolate with the craft paper, the old book page and the ink. I think they go really well together. And basically I aim for this to be the second episode. The one before this will be with a pair of earrings that we will put inside, and my goal is to use the same color scheme, but we will see. So I hope you like this. Please leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and look for my next videos. If you didn't, you don't have to do all these things. However, if you did, please do them. Also, everything that I create in my videos, in the measure that they can become products, you will find them in my Etsy shop, and if you would like, you can go and check them out. My shop will be linked beneath this video and any other video where there will be merchandise presented, but I repeat, only if you feel like it, only if you are interested. If not, you don't have to do this. I'm pretty happy just sharing my knowledge. These are things that I have learned since 2012, so in the last 8 years, and I have gathered from all over YouTube. So I'm basically trying to sum up what I know for other people, so they can access the info more easily. All this being said, please join me in my next video to see how we make the ring bowl that we will use for the earrings. Okay, have a nice day.